Yo, so have you made that university homework?
Yes, I even made a video about it.
No, not that one. The second homework.
In this video, I will turn yet another university homework into a YouTube video, because, well, I spend more time than I should have making this homework by coding it in my own engine, instead of just using Unity like a normal person. So, you'll also have to suffer while I talk about how my engine works. If you haven't watched this video where I do another homework, I basically explain why I never enjoyed using game engines. So I prefer making all of my games from scratch, or lately, using my game engine. Right now, I have another homework where I have to make an isometric escape on puzzle game. Now, an isometric game just means don't use perspective and put the camera at a 45-degree angle from the player. But I don't have an isometric camera in my 3D renderer, so we will do what retro games did because they didn't have enough computing power. We will be faking 3D by drawing a 2D grid like this. The only difference is that now we have enough computing power, so it will also be very poorly written and not optimized. I first need some assets to start making the game, and since I can draw them myself, I just found a nice asset on niche.io that from now on will be our asset pack, and it gave me this idea. The homework says that I need to make an escape game inside the mansion, so let's team it Minecraft and make the goal to escape the woodland mansion. At this point, like, half of my content is Minecraft related, so Microsoft, no need to thank me for promoting your game, okay? Here's my bank account if you want to send me money though. An isometric game works like this. Using these tiles, I can place them on the screen to give the illusion of a 3D world. So I started with a 3x3 matrix representing the world, and all I need to do is to iterate through it as normal and draw the tiles in 2D starting from here, and for each increment in X, Y or Z, I have to correctly determine how much I have to move on the screen on X and Y. This was not too difficult to do, and you also have to get the for loops going in the right order. The result can, however, easily lead to optical illusions, so I also added a simple shadow below blocks to give more depth information to the player. But wait, I bet you are wondering, how do you write code in my engine? Right? No? Great! So, first you create a container, and the container is just a game loop. So you have your init, update and delete methods, and here you write all of your game, all of its code. To make it feel like a modern engine, you already have libraries and tools. For example, I have my 3D library already configured to work with this engine. And if you need a 3D editor similar to Unity's, you can just add this line in your code to make your editor. The engine works with SimGUI, and it is integrated, so that adding your own widgets is normal. So this image viewer is actually a container, so is this game, so is this menu, and so is this level editor. So, you don't have an editor, but it is very easy to make your own for your own game. Plus, I have hot code reloading, going back in time, or input saving, or recording. This is great, but it also means I kinda have to build editors from scratch, making it good for shipping games, but less good for prototyping, so let's start with the map editor. Now I need a way to build a level, and for this, I need to be able to click on the screen and correctly determine what block I am clicking to make the level builder. This was kinda intimidating at first, because like, it is a 3D matrix projected on a 2D screen, but my solution was so genius, and lazy at the same time, that they need to create a new Nobel Prize category just for me. So I'm just using the rendering code, but instead of rendering, I just take the coordinates that I'm supposed to render to, and check if the cursor is there. And this is my selected block. Now it doesn't work quite well, but you don't have to know that, nor my teacher, when I show him the project. But wait, I bet you are wondering, how are the puzzles going to work in this game, right? No? Great! So, I want to implement some redstone logic and make puzzles based on that. My idea is that you can pick up redstone torches and redstone dust to activate these trapdoors. So I started working at some basic levels with this in mind. I have to say, the game looks kinda good, so I'm seriously thinking of making it a little bigger and releasing it on niche.io as my first game in my engine. If you want to see that happen, and that would also imply part 2 of this video, make sure to share this video, and if it gets like, I don't know, 1000 views, I'll...
Yo, they just gave you a Nobel Prize.
What? Was it because of my laziness? I mean ingenuity?
No, it's because only 12% of your viewers are subscribed, so that's gotta be a record or something.
Damn, and when you think about the high quality content coming up, this makes me sad. With that in mind and with the level editor ready, I made some levels trying to design some smart puzzles with the limited mechanics that I have because, well, I don't want to spend too much time making the game, but it also has to seem cool so I get a good grade. I'll show you how I totally trolled the player with my puzzle later by having 3 doors but only 2 torches. I wonder how do I solve this. A keen observer like you aren't might have noticed that I have not 1 but 5 levels, and that's because I need more levels for more points on my homework. So now, I have to link up all of them somehow. Since I know how to make a programming language, aka it's easy for me to make a custom data parser, and since the levels are read from a text file, it was natural to save the levels hard-coded in code. Yeah, what? You expected me to future-proof this? If you want that, make me 10k views on this video and then we're talking. Now we can finally make the player. For this, I just make another container for the gameplay and add the player texture. Then I route the pathfinding algorithm to get me where I click. I'm not a fan of algorithms, so let's see if it works first time.
Yes! 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 No! No! No!
For the redstone, I just did something very simple. Every block in the matrix can have a state of active or inactive. Every frame, I just retrace the redstone signal from the source blocks. This is very inefficient, but I don't care. The world is like 1000 blocks and I'm already iterating through all of it twice every frame. Might as well do it for a third time. And the last touch, add its chests, that if you open, give you stake to get some more points on my homework, I mean to increase your in-game life that goes down with time. Let's take a look at the gameplay. The player starts in this simple room, and even you can figure out that you have to flick this lever to move to the next one. In the next room, you have to reorder this redstone dust here to open your way, and the same for the next one, but I still added it to show that I have more than 3 types of blocks. For the last one, however, you can't do anything, so after you stop crying, you have to actually return to the first room with some redstone dust on you, because if you don't have the memory of a goldfish, you probably remember that there is a room here. Inside the room, you have a redstone torch. Now fiddle a little with the not working block leaking to return, and then, using your torch, you probably think that you can finish the game, but no, you got trolled again. There's 2 torches and 3 doors. You have to open the first trapdoor, and using the second torch here, open both trapdoors, and then you can finally exit.
Yo, have you seen this video from low-level gamedev? He added shaders to his Minecraft clone.
Yo, that's so nice. I wonder, how could I ever show my appreciation for such an original content creator?
Just subscribe and share his videos, that's probably good enough. I got his credit card number though, if you want to send him money.